Trees. Often considered the lungs of our planet, they are known to create a slow, rhythmic inhale and exhale across continents. Being nature's alchemists, they transform sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide into the essence of life, oxygen. Trees thus synthesize a huge share of the air we depend on. While oceans contribute as much as at least 50% to our planet's oxygen supply, terrestrial plants also play a crucial role in the global ecosystem, contributing to the remaining half. So, the existence of trees and plants is not merely the scenery of beautiful backdrops, but the foundation of our survival, intricately weaved through complex natural processes. But how much oxygen does a tree exactly produce? It is a confusing question, because we have countless of tree species that we can think of. Trees ranging from the dense humid rainforests to the woodlands of varying leaf colors along with changing seasons, and even the city trees. Each one plays a role in maintaining the delicate balance of our planet's atmosphere. However, on average, a single mature tree can produce enough oxygen for up to 10 people each year. That sounds like a generous gift, freely granted. Humans might have even discovered alternative life support systems or purifiers claiming to present us with the cleanest air. But the true burden of pollution still lies on these terrestrial trees and plants. The neighborhood trees we've climbed as a child, or sought shade under on a hot summer day, have constantly replenished our atmosphere, tirelessly absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing the oxygen we need to breathe. They only ask for a little respect for their invaluable contribution, water, and a little space to grow. Today we live in concrete jungles. We might wonder about aquatic plants and try to keep up the fascination by keeping succulent plants on our desk, watering them twice a day and caring about them. But the big lush green trees, they are something we might only appreciate outside our window. We often complain of the leaves they shed or the noises they make, bluntly ignoring the interactions. Only when we walk among trees, feeling the shade on the skin, truly feel their role and the exchange, breathing in what they've created. We exhale carbon dioxide, a byproduct of our own life processes. Trees take it in and transform it into oxygen, a perfect symbiotic relationship that sustains us all. But how do they do it? This elegant cycle is the foundation of life on land. But these green lungs aren't invincible. They are vulnerable to deforestation, pollution, impacts of climate change, and even the tiniest abnormalities like the scarcity of sunlight. They need our stewardship to keep working for generations. We must protect and restore our forests, and plant new trees to ensure a healthy future for all. Let's appreciate their beauty, respect their power, by only beginning to understand how exactly they breathe life into our planet. When the sun shines, casting its golden rays upon the earth, a remarkable process begins to unfold. Plants, in their silent wisdom, perform a miracle, photosynthesis. It's a process very fundamental, but we don't usually fully understand it. This delusion underpins nearly all life on our planet at stake. We know that they take in carbon dioxide from the air around them, drawing it in through tiny pores on their leaves. Simultaneously, we understand that they absorb water from the soil, drawing it up through their roots. But what we undermine is the role of sunlight, captured by the green pigment chlorophyll, necessary for converting these simple ingredients into sugars for food, fueling their growth and development. The byproduct of this incredible transformation, oxygen, the very air we breathe. This precious gas is only released generously into the atmosphere if the plants find just enough sunlight to do their job. Every sunlit leaf is a tiny factory, a miniature marvel of natural engineering, constantly working to convert light into life. Photosynthesis is the process that only happens in the presence of light, absorbing carbon dioxide and breaking it into carbon and the life-giving oxygen we depend on. A healthy, growing tree simultaneously stores the separated carbon in its wood, locking it away for decades, even centuries. And as it grows, it continues to release oxygen, a living, breathing record of clean air. This is how the high-light plants in our indoors, which receive less than 20% of full sun, or those which are kept in the same water and fall nutrition deficient, are incapable of photosynthesis and thus giving enough oxygen. It's a daily miracle, a continuous cycle of life and renewal, as long as the sun shines and the plants are green. The more a plant grows, the more efficiently it performs photosynthesis and the more oxygen it produces, benefiting the entire ecosystem. In summer, when sunlight is abundant and plants are at their peak, forests become true powerhouses of oxygen production, the lungs of our planet. Plants' quiet work, their constant dedication to photosynthesis, allows animals from the smallest insects to the largest mammals, and us, to live and breathe, to thrive in the world they help create. It's a partnership, a symbiotic relationship, written into the very fabric of our planet, a delicate balance that sustains us all. Growth in the plant world, the flourishing of forests and fields, means life for us all, a future where we can continue to breathe clean air and enjoy the beauty of nature. As the sun dips below the horizon and night begins to embrace the world, a subtle transformation occurs in the plant kingdom. Plants breathe, engaging in a process that mirrors our own respiration. Just like we do, they engage in the vital act of respiration, sustaining their life force through the exchange of gases. They take in oxygen from the atmosphere, drawing it through tiny pores on their leaves, and release carbon dioxide, a process called respiration, a fundamental aspect of their metabolism that keeps them alive and thriving. During the day, when sunlight bathes the leaves, photosynthesis far outweighs this respiratory process. In the sun's radiant embrace, plants become net oxygen producers, releasing more of this life-giving gas than they consume. At night, as darkness descends, they use a little oxygen for their metabolic needs. But the amount ranges somewhere between 10% to 30%, very less as compared to the vast quantities of oxygen they generously give during the sunlit hours. Therefore, the idea that houseplants steal our air at night, depriving us of precious oxygen, is a misconception rooted in a misunderstanding of plant biology. Over the course of 24 hours, considering both day and night, a healthy plant, vibrant and thriving, always produces significantly more oxygen than it consumes, enriching our atmosphere and supporting life on Earth. Plants are not merely static objects. They are living beings with their own intricate cycles of activity and rest, growth and dormancy. Their rhythm of giving and taking, of producing and consuming, deepens our appreciation for their essential role in sustaining life and enriches our understanding of the natural world. Understanding this delicate balance, this constant exchange, shows us their true generosity, their unwavering contribution to the health of our planet. What they give to us in terms of oxygen, clean air, and a thriving ecosystem is immeasurably greater than what they take. Plants' subtle act of respiration serves as a gentle reminder of their intricate complexity and their vital connection to the web of life. Their gift to us, the very air we breathe, is always in abundance, a testament to their unwavering generosity and their profound importance to our world. Not all plants contribute equally to our oxygen supply. Contribution of small plants and shrubs is about 1/4 of all the oxygen produced by the terrestrial life forms, followed by another quarter share produced by herbs and grasses. Also the remaining half produced by large trees. A tiny houseplant can't match the output of a mature tree with thousands of leaves. Fast-growing trees like pines and poplars are especially productive. That is also the reason why they are considered light demanders. The more light the species is capable of handling, the higher is the scope for photosynthesis. A healthy tree in good soil and sunlight is a true oxygen powerhouse. Indoor plants, often in low light and small pots, have limited potential. While all plants matter, the heavy lifting is done by forests and mature trees. A small plant offers a puff of fresh air. A grand old oak offers a life-sustaining breath. Recognizing this difference helps us focus our conservation efforts. Mature trees and forests are the true lungs of our world. If a plant is growing, it's a net producer of oxygen. Growth means carbon is being stored in the form of wood, bark and leaves from the carbon dioxide that is inhaled, and the byproduct of oxygen is released. Every towering tree is a record of decades of oxygen production. Even with nighttime respiration, the balance is always positive. A plant's growth is our planet's gain. More green means more breathable air. This is nature's beautiful economy. Helping plants grow is more than gardening, it's creating a healthier planet. Every thriving plant is proof of this life-giving partnership. Nurturing plant life is nurturing our own future. Houseplants are beautiful, but their impact on air quality is modest. Indoors, plants face limitations: less light, confined roots, and lower photosynthesis. Even by a window, a plant gets only a fraction of the sunlight it needs to be a true oxygen factory. Overwatering or poor soil can further stress indoor plants, reducing their effectiveness. Most of their energy goes into survival, not vigorous growth. Enjoy your houseplants for their beauty and the joy they bring. But remember, the real work of cleaning our air is done by mature, outdoor trees. Indoor plants are companions, not substitutes for forests. The vast quantities of oxygen we need come from the giants outside. Let's appreciate both, but know where the real power lies. Our relationship with plants is changing. Many children now know nature through small potted plants, not towering trees. This shift risks shrinking our sense of what's truly at stake. 1,000 houseplants can't replace a single ancient tree or woodland. Mature ecosystems provide oxygen, store carbon, and support countless species. We must help the next generation look beyond their pots to the giants in our parks and streets. Tell the stories of old trees, the true lungs of our world. Foster wonder for forests, not just for flowers. Reconnecting with mature trees is essential for raising future stewards of our planet. The grandeur of forests must not be forgotten. As we embrace houseplants and fill our homes with green, let's remember where the real power lies. The great work of making our air clean is majorly in the hands of ancient, mature trees. These giants are more than scenery. They're guardians of our atmosphere and ecosystems. While plants might be capable of cooling a room, a group of mature trees cools entire cities, storing huge amounts of carbon, preventing erosion, and sheltering wildlife. When we lose an old tree, we lose benefits that take decades to replace. Protecting mature trees should be our highest priority. A small plant brings personal joy, but a mature tree brings life to a community. Let's become advocates for these silent giants. Teach children to respect and protect them. Their steady work is the foundation of our lives. Cherish the small, but revere the ancient trees that hold our world in balance.